got one more question before we get to the last question.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on keeping the Sabbath?
That's a good question.
Oh my goodness.
Because I run into people here not too long ago,
Oh,
and I had a brother who really wanted to
He
debate
shared
me.
this with us before.
Yeah, he did, and I'm
did.
okay.
Mhm.
I did.
Uh-huh.
You did. You
Yeah.
did. Yeah, at Free Life you did. So.
Okay. So, the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you have to ask, why is there a Sabbath? If you never answer that question, you'll never know the context of a Sabbath. You'll know what it says, but don't know why it says that. And then you just doing what, and you don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Why would God tell somebody to rest on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, okay. Well, God didn't give Adam a Sabbath. God created Adam in a Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
He created him in a rest. And then when Adam fell, God put him out the garden and said, now you will work by the sweat of your brow.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the curse was to now sweat, which now you need a Sabbath. All right?
Yes.
The Sabbath was the garden.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a day. You were created in rest. All right? You were created in rest.
Mm-hmm.
And when man fell, now sweat showed up. There was no sweat in the garden.
Yeah. So,
Sweat was outside the garden.
Okay.
And since you
dominion.
sweating now you need a day to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the last Adam comes and restores the ecosystem of Eden, Adam didn't have a day. So therefore, Jesus is going to restore something that does not require a day.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to require a rest spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it says, come unto me, all that labor, and I will give you
rest.
Rest, not a day.
Rest.
It was never about a day.
Mm-hmm.
God didn't give Adam a day. God gave him a rest. But as a rebuke to Israel, he said, and you will not enter into my rest. He tells people that are under the law that have a Sabbath day, you will not enter my rest. Well, I already thought you got a rest if you got a Sabbath.
Right.
So the rest is not a Sabbath day. Understand why, so you can understand the full context.
very well explained.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Jesus said, I'm the Lord of the Sabbath. It was never about a day. That the Sabbath day was a shadow of the rest that was the spiritual rest that was coming. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong